What's going on, YouTube? We're back with Shades. We're continuing our Let's Play of Lucid9. Once again, it's been a while. Again, as I said in the Katao Shoujo parts, I record what's up. Also, if you didn't notice in the last parts, and I have to say this because if I don't say it now, it's gonna piss me off. If you didn't read the description, or maybe I put it in the editing, I don't know. I didn't edit those parts as of this time of the recording. But I lost literally 30 minutes of game footage, so the beginning, like that one and a half parts, might be a bit off sync or very off sync. I can't do much about it. I did my best trying to fix it, but whatever. Like it was annoying, and I'm pissed. But right now, my recording stuff is working. Everything is working just fine, as far as I know. Please let it be working. But anyway, so last time we left off, Yama went on a weird like nighttime puzzle solving bullshit escapade that what's her name sent him on? What is her name again? Okay, this is the mysterious stuff. Oh, also the mysterious figure from last time. That was legitimately creepy. I'm still not sure what that's about. All I know is it's a murderer, and that's fun. Murdering is fun. But anyway, so let's just continue, shall we? What the hell? Something. What? My recording is fine. The audio recording is fine. Something unplugged. Oh. It was probably my iPod. Whatever. When I arrived at school, still bleary-eyed from my nighttime excursions, I'm greeted with an unusual sight. A group of students, primarily female, are huddled around the post. As I edged closer, I managed to listen in. Haha! A bunch of females went to the poll. What USB device is not functioning? Everything should be fine. Is it mine? That's gonna annoy me. What the hell is that? There. Hopefully it doesn't bother me too much. Hopefully, I think it's my iPod. I don't know, but hopefully that's it. If it happens anymore, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway. Your fault. She was wrong about you, and now she's gone. What did you do with her, you freak? Where is she? Tell me where she is, please. Answer him. How could you do this to us? Suddenly, Rui blazes by me right into the center of the group, which bounces backward in shock. I'm barely able to catch a glimpse of her face through the mass of heads. What are you guys doing? Out of the way, Rui. This has nothing to do with you. No, I'm tired of this. You've been picking on her since school started, and you don't even have a good reason. Good reason? Talk to Shoji, he's our good reason. The group shuffles apart, granting me some space. Finally, I managed to see the cause of the problem, a slight figure crouched against the gate with an empty look in. Wait, isn't this the same girl I met yesterday? Well, Shoji, she's been missing for 2 days, and no one can find her. Didn't go home, doesn't answer calls or texts. It's like she just disappeared. Disappeared, just like the rumors said. You guys do remember who started the rumors, right? Look, Rui, this would make the third disappearance. Haven't you been watching the news? Yeah, this is the third time that an academy student vanished off the face of the planet. Up there's where the mundane everyday goes in with the creepy murdery aspect. It's all coming together, like a beautifully woven tapestry, or a creepily woven tapestry. You decide. And coincidentally, right after talking with Irie. Technically, Midori disappeared before school started. Yeah, just 2 days before. Why are you so stubborn? Irie's guilty. Why are you so stubborn? Maybe she's not. You clearly don't understand how people work. No wonder you don't have any friends. Whoa! This is definitely high school. Rui's face closes in hurt, and a raw, fiery pang of rage courses through my body. I storm to her side, unceremoniously shoving anyone away in my path. Yama? Oh, you. Who is this, your boyfriend? My anger briefly sojourns into panic, but I shove it away. You're all disgusting. Picking on someone just because she's not like you. Hey, you don't even know the context. Butt out. Oh, let me guess. You know everything. You know for certain that Irie, has anything to do with these disappearances. Twice is a coincidence, thrice is a pattern. A pattern for narrow-sighted people who won't take in any other factors. Are you stupid? There aren't any other patterns. The police said so themselves. Oh, and they told you this directly? Oops, self-voicing should be off. Self-voicing should be off. It was on the news, moron. And it's not like the news has ever twisted the facts or told us anything but the honest truth. You wouldn't be acting so high and mighty if you knew how important Akane was. You wouldn't be acting so prejudiced if you had a brain. Words are spilling out of my mouth before I can't even consciously think of them. My whole body thrums cold, frozen hatred. Weird freak, don't want to play with you. I'm not letting anyone else go through that. Not Rui, not Airi. You think we're being rude to Airi? You're being rude to Shoji. Yeah, she was the love of Shoji's life. Because everyone knows that every high school relationship lasts forever. He'll probably get over her in a week or two. A deadly silence descends on the group. Rui pinches my sleeve, her expression unusually troubled. That went a bit too far, Yama. I clench my jaw and lock eyes with the boy called Shoji. His face blinks from panic to nothingness in less than a second. A chilled silence falls over the entrance. You... He staggered forward, raising a tremulous hand. You bastard. His fingers pulls into a fist, and before I can blink, his hand is soaring straight at me. A shadow blurs in front of me, swiping at Shoji's arm. Shoji tumbles to the ground as if thrown by an unknown force. The moment is held on pause, broken only by the frantic whisperings of the crowd gathering around us. Shoji jerkily pushes himself to his feet, his footing loose from fury. Airi idly steps in front of me, arms hanging limply by her sides. Her expression is passive, but something about it gives Shoji pause. Hey, what's going on over there? Mr. Ryota pushes the throng of students apart, books hiked under one arm. All the students start to babble at once. Mr. Ryota, Akane's been absent for 2 days. Can't contact her. This guy provoked Shinji into a fight. Mr. Ryota waves his hand for a silence, an unusually stern expression on his face. Shoji, are you hurt? No, sir. Good. Rui? Yes, Mr. Ryota? Meet me during lunch. You too, Noriko. Yes, Mr. Ryota. Both of you will give me your account on what happened. I'll make a judgment after I've heard both stories. Understood? Sullen silence meets his inquiry. He only sighs. Accusations are for children. You guys know that, right? If you're going to claim something, use evidence. If you're going to fight, make sure you have the right reason. Dismissed. He waves his hand to scatter us off to class. Ooh, this is getting intense! I love it! We head to the classroom in silence, splitting ways at the staircase. I notice that Rui keeps close to Airi, stubbornly meeting the gaze of any gawkers en route. Well, looks like I'm gonna get in trouble. Surprise, surprise. I probably shouldn't have interfered with that situation. I probably should have stayed out of it. Usually I do. I know that high school is basically just a cesspool of idiocy and it's best to keep out of it. No, not even high school life in general. But seeing that girl there, hedged in by a large group of students, being accused with nothing to defend herself, and seeing Rui leap to her defense, just like she did for me 10 years ago, well, I guess it brought out something that surprised even myself. If anyone has a right to suspect that girl, it should be me. First, I meet her walking alone in District 6, acting like some creepy mechanical doll, and then I learn that her reputation at school is sketchy at best. That's suspicious even by my standards, and I'm friends with Yahiko. But it's possible that everything is a misunderstanding. It's possible that she really just wants friends and that she's a normal person inside, that she had a difficult time conveying her thoughts. I understand that feeling, and I understand it more than anyone else. Ahem. I shake myself out of my thoughts and take in my surroundings. Huh. Looks like some of the morning classes have passed. Yeah, I totally wasn't paying attention. In front of me, 3 girls with hair and makeup arranged just like Elizabeth stand with very indignant superior expressions. I quickly recognize them as the most avid members of her fan club. Hey loser, we have something to say to you. Lucky me. They ignore me, crossing their arms with uncanny unison. We heard that you're giving Elizabeth a hard time. I glance at Elizabeth, whose eyes are wide with panic. Interesting. Looks like she has no hand in this development. Then where did they get this information from? You better stop before we make you. Elizabeth deserves better. Idiots. I only snort and turn back to my homework. Hey, look at us. No thanks. I don't feel like vomiting. I think, but I managed to keep my mouth shut. Okay, this is really loud. In my earballs. Thoroughly exasperated of these girls, I nod my head at Elizabeth and raise my eyebrow in warning. Her face pales slightly and she slides over to my desk, smiling faintly at the three girls. Hello. Oh, Elizabeth, this guy's been bothering you for a while, right? Elizabeth opens her mouth, clearly intent on agreeing with the girls, but I shake my head ever so slightly. She grits her teeth together, but somehow manages to keep her smile intact. Thanks for your concern, but it's really fine. The girls blink in clear surprise. Oh, are you sure? Weren't you just saying the other day? Saying? Saying what? I don't know what you're saying. She sends an uneasy glance at me. I only smile innocently. This really shouldn't be fun, but it is. Remarkably so. Hey, I get it. I get it. Putting someone else in the ringer for once. I get the sadistic joy from that, but it's also being kind of a prick. But I get it. I get it. I get it. I thought Yama was bothering. No, it was a misunderstanding. Oh, alright. They nod slightly at me, like that's an adequate apology. We're keeping an eye on you. Don't mess with Elizabeth. Then they strut out of the classroom, their footsteps in perfect unison. Do cliques like that legitimately exist in high school? Because I've yet to see that, but then again, I could have just suppressed it. Because I forget like 99% of high school. Because everyone I knew there was idiots and pricks and douchebags. Yeah. I turn to Elizabeth. She grips the edge of her seat until her knuckles turn white. I really can't believe you. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Despicable. She turns away from me in a huff. Excuse me. I'm not even the one that started it all. Heck, she's the one who's constantly picking a fight. It's always been this way. Whatever. This isn't even worth thinking about. I turn my attention back to the front of the classroom as the break comes to an end. The rest of the morning class is slugged by uneventfully. This time, Elizabeth is clearly sulking. Misaki is just as focused as ever. And by focused, I mean that she's on her phone the entire period. When lunch time comes, I tap Yahiko on the shoulder as I grab my backpack. Hey, lunch? Huh? What? Lunch. Cafeteria. Oh, yeah, sure, right. Cafeteria. Something wrong? Nope, absolutely nothing wrong. I was thinking, it'd be nice to have a couple more minions. Isn't that what your club is for? Club? The blank look in his face is foreign to me. I slap him on the back. A club that'll take over the universe, your, minions. Ugh, clearly I'm really bad at this. Whoa! Huh? It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. When was it? Did I time travel? A quick sigh of relief passes my lips before I'm able to spot it. Seems like Yahiko's back to normal. Yeah, it's 4018 AD. You've been asleep for 2,000 years. I have? I don't feel rested. Well, we kept you in cryo freeze during a light stage of your sleep cycle rather than REM. You mean I was scammed on 2,000 years of deep sleep? On the contrary, you're saved from 2,000 years of homework. Oh, I guess you're right. I wonder when he'll realize I'm not supposed to be alive. Well, super realistic hologram Yama. Should we grab some lunch? Do you guys still eat that kind of thing? Or you could make a totally ridiculous yet somehow plausible assumption. Indeed we do. Then what are we waiting for? I want to see what kind of cuisine has developed after 2,000 years. Thoroughly re-energized, he skips out the door. I'm just about to follow, but I feel a sudden tap at my elbow. Yama Ishimoto? It's the girl from the cafe. Natsuki, was it? I glance at Elizabeth. She's in the middle of some fluffy small talk with her groupies, and intentionally keeping her back to me. Lizzie's over there. I'm aware of that. She isn't the only one whom I wish to speak. What do you want? I have a simple question for you. As far as I can tell, nothing simple when it comes to this girl. Have you ever felt like two people are fighting for your body? What? Okay, I did theorize that the murderer was Yama himself, and he has DID, but I was kind of hoping I was wrong. But now this entire story is now just hinting that it's him the entire time, and I'm just like, please, let it not be. I don't want it to be, because, again, I still don't know what his trauma is. What happened to him 10 years ago that it affected him for so long? What is the story? There's so many holes. Ugh, I need it. I need it now. What? More specifically, fighting for control over your body. Like, mind control? No, more like two different entities in simultaneous residence, resulting in widely different actions or processes of thought. A chill runs up my spine. I think it'd be fairly obvious if I'm going through something like that. Well, you may or may not have any recollection of the other entity. Something about her mysterious smile sets me on edge. And what's with the sudden questions? Psychology paper. We're studying dissociative identity disorder. Ha! There it is. DID. Which is... Oh, come on, man. Colloquially, it's known as multiple personality disorder. I would say you should know of it already, but perhaps your alter ego surfaces during psychology class. I clench my jaw at her obvious accusation, searching to find an answer in her face. I find none. So, do I look like the kind of person who has multiple personality disorder? Do you want to know the answer to that question? Look, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Tried asking Elizabeth. She's the one who rapidly switches between being nice and being a pain in the ass. She only nods and smiles, but I sense her eyes boring through the back of my head as I slip out of the classroom. Things are getting serious, and I love it. There's one thing I love about this game. It's that its pacing and storytelling seem to be so various, but it just works. Like, when things start getting serious and they start throwing, like, subtle hints at you, I'm just like, tell me more. Yes, this is the storytelling I love. Even though, like, I'm just going through the entire thing trying to, like, predict what's gonna happen, like 2 hours down the road. But whatever, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, I attempt to shake off the encounter I had... What? I attempt to shake off the encounter as I head to the cafeteria, but Natsuki's words linger in the back of my mind. Thankfully, when I arrive, Yahiko's immediately waving me over, his face cheerily shining. Have a seat, my loyal minion. Today's special is baby back ribs. I can see that from your plate. You can divine stuff from my plate? Look into my love life fortune. He's acting awfully normal. Did he already forget that he's supposed to be 2,000 years into the future? Just eat. Well, I suppose I'll let it slide this time, but a master is supposed to command his minions, not the other way around. Exactly. What? Nothing. I glance around the cafeteria as I start my own plate. I recognize quite a few faces. Natsuki and Elizabeth surrounded by groupies. Masato and a few track members. Akira and a few drama club members. Rui's absent, probably speaking to Mr. Yoda on my behalf. Misaki too, though I rarely see her around outside of class. And in the corner, eating alone, is Airi. She seems to be satisfying herself with her own plate of ribs. Okay, 1. It's okay that she's eating ribs. That's fine. A small girl eating ribs, that's fine. Right there. Perfection. But, what's drawn in her hand is no, it's not ribs. It's a peach. What? At least if you're gonna, like, say she's eating something, make it fit. Why is there a peach? I swear if I hit the spacebar and the next line says she's eating a peach, I'm gonna be mad. Thank you. Something about the picture looks empty, lonely. Say, that gives me an idea. An idea that will wait until the next part. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from this series, hit that subscribe button, and you're now exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the shade. See you guys later. You're now going to the end card. Bye-bye!